What do you need?
Nothing.
I'll check. It's gonna take a minute or two anyway. Extreme, we're live, baby.
My next call. To the left.
Oh yeah?
Oh no, that's the Honda Acura?
That's the Acura and not the Corvette.
I thought that was the Corvette.
No.
Whoa.
Hey, you. Extra weight than last time.
Oh yeah. The trailer weighs a lot.
Whew. So let's link out to a few hits. Put Drew's number in your phone.
Yeah, please.
You're gonna need it anyway to do the race stuff. It's a little jerky. What's the code?
What's that?
Code?
Okay, my birthday. 100155. That's October. 01 is the first. 55. If anything was to happen to me and they need to know what medicine I take, it's in my photos.
Okay.
Probably the only photo that's not Miles.
You don't have to. I'll send that to myself. Yo.
Yo, what's up, bro?
This is the mad scientist phone.
Okay.
You're gonna need it anyway for the weekend. Where you at?
Well, GPS told me I have to go. I'm going on West Side right now, West Side Highway.
Oh, all right. You're still over in Hudson.
What happened?
You're still over in Hudson. Wait.
No, I'm not. No, I'm in New York.
Oh, West Side Highway. West Side Highway.
Yeah. West Side Highway.
I thought you meant the old West Side Highway.
No.
Oh, all right.
New York West Side Highway.
You might be.
I'm looking at the fare terminal right now.
You might be a tick in front of us.
Well, my GPS says 4 hours and 37 minutes. So.
It says 4 hours and 24 minutes.
I'm assuming at some point we'll be on the same roadway, but
Yeah, probably. I mean, it looks like we were taking the same route. So.
yeah. There's only so many ways to go to New Hampshire.
Now you did the hotel. You guys did the actual racetrack.
What?
Directions.
Oh, racetrack. I was looking to go to the track to drop the car off as soon as possible.
And the track.
live streaming. We got the live stream going. Yeah, so we're gonna focus on getting the car to the track, dropping it off, and then we'll go back and make a home base in the hotel.
Is he going to meet us at the racetrack so we can use the table set up?
Yeah. A little track.
That's where I have it set. That's where I have the navigate.
Yeah, again, I'm assuming at some point we'll be on the same road.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now is it telling you which way is it? Is it telling you come this way or no? Is it just telling you go take 23?
Well, from my house, we're going to go up 287 across, probably to the Tappan, Mario Homo Bridge, and then probably 95 north.
95 north, the Hutchinson Parkway, and then 67 miles, 91.
Oh, we're going to go to 91.
91. Good old 91. That's where we're at. All right. What?
Maybe just doing 80 miles an
An
hour.
extra hour sleep helps.
Good.
Good.
I figured the worst case, if we're getting a little convoy going, I could always drive for you if you need a spell.
Yeah, you can always sit here and nap or
Yeah.
truck and nap.
I got you.
So we'll don't want you getting like too crazy tired or anything. Try and reconvene.
Yeah.
All right, I'll touch base with you in about a half hour. We should probably be somewhere at that point. All right, Papa, be safe. Later. I'm gonna save him in your contacts.
This fucking trail is wide.
Yeah.
It's like just barely in between the lines.
Yeah. Alright. Andrew Baez is saved in your phone now. Alrighty. That's a done.
Now you gotta check the live stream or did?
I think we're on the standard picture I have set for live streams. I can't really change it. It's like stuck to
So-
my banner.
Of course, you should be the first driver. I don't mind if I'm the last driver. An hour's you want to do 2, 2, 2. That's 6. Another 2 is 8, and then the last 2 will be that's the driver. It's the third driver.
Yeah.
Unless you do the first 2, I do the second 2, he does the third 2. And then you do the next 2, I can do 1 and he can do 1.
You saying for 16 or?
No, that's 10 hours.
Yeah, the 10 is
2,
4, 6,
4,
8, 10,
6,
5.
8, and then we do 1 and 1, that's 10.
Yeah. I don't think we're going 2-hour stints, but
You don't think so?
I
I mean, you did 2 hours the last race.
I didn't hit 2 hour. I didn't hit the 2-hour mark.
It was close.
It was close. I mean, 145.
Well,
15 minutes a stint eventually gets you.
I'm guessing tomorrow we're gonna do a little practicing.
Yeah, we're gonna run it on track.
Especially Drew.
Oh, it didn't fix. This fucking thing doesn't autocorrect. The 9 doesn't. It's telling me it's upside down. I thought this thing would auto adjust.
He's calling you.
Yo.
Yo,
Yeah.
stream is upside down.
How?
No, that's the car.
No. I don't.
Stream is upside down. You either gotta flip the camera or flip whatever.
It's supposed to autocorrect.
But it's not. It might be angled or something.
Just flip it upside down.
Also,
Can't.
I heard you were talking. It's 7 hours per day, so if you want to work out, you're driving based on that.
Oh, New Hampshire 7 and 7.
Yeah, 7 and 7.
sick.
Ooh, what?
According to
I'll take one guys.
according to the E1R podcast. 77.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna need to adjust that then. It's a little delayed. It reek. I'll have to figure it out. I'll figure this out for now. It's good to test. Do test stuff. Testing, always testing. Always be testing. So then this means I'm gonna have to do this one that way. Actually this one maybe. This will stay that way. Yeah, we'll try this one. Hopefully this stays. Let's see if this works. Ow.
Yeah, you're fine now.
Alright. So it's not gonna auto adjust. Good to know.
What camera is that?
This is my 9. Like a GoPro 9.
I don't know. You might have a setting stuck on it for something.
Specifically made it auto change for the car stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you have it on like tripod mode or something, it might not auto correct.
And I'm gonna do a factory reset and then just go one by one. Let's see if this works much better. I don't like this mount though. So that should be right side up now.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Excellent. Good feedback.
All right, bro.
All right. Well, I'll keep you in the loop. Let you know how everything goes.
Sounds good, bro.
All right. Get some sleep.
Be safe. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right, bro.
Later.
Later.
Oh, so 7 and 7.
Because I wanted to know where I was going again. This 87.
Yeah, we're gonna go 3.2 miles
Yeah, no matter
south
what
on
bridge.
the Cuomo Bridge.
And I
So
got
7 and 7. 246.
So 246.
It's 101, and then probably a third. I don't know if it'll even be a full third stint. Time for breakfast.
You should have said something. I would have stopped. Well, made your breakfast home.
I wasn't gonna eat. I wasn't gonna eat this morning. But
Got the whole Henry Dorset.
beautiful. What is it gonna do? Oh, here's your check the street. Let's see how it looks now. There we go. I don't know how the audio sounds. But here we are. Light fire. And we're back. Get your apple.
Yeah, no. I got it.
probably text. I love that the picture is upside down. Let's go. Let's go Lisa real quick. Hey, Lee. Would you be able to open the garage door real quick?
Yeah, I just see somebody pulled up.
Yep.
What's his name?
John.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Woo! Listen to that LT motor crank out. Man, this thing is burning up.
Sounds good at 3,000 RPM, huh?
Yeah. Right back with that feed. Fire right now. We're live, Gallo. Situated here. Send the feet out a little bit. And then I was just seeing the comment on YouTube. I missed the comment though. Get back to it. How do I get back to the comments on here? What's the H? It's 221. It's tabs. It's 215. 4, 6. Yeah, so the last stint will be very little. I'm assuming it's 246. If anything, if we even have a last stint, it might even take us 7 hours to do 3 stints. Pit stop shouldn't be too long.
Should be 3 pit stops a day.
Yeah. Sending the feed to Nick and Rocco. Yeah, so we probably will have a third stint. I don't know if we're gonna run 2 hours. Just us. He's basically saying if we run 2 hours, then we have a 10 to 15 minute stop. Third or fourth round. Which one of us gets times 3?
Right.
215. Yeah, 215. Alright, 15s, 15s, 30s, 45. It's 15 minutes left. Rest. Obviously.
second. Okay. Johnny Appleseed.
Alrighty. What's up, Rob? See if while we're up there we can get somebody to look over the car real quick.
Like,
See this one. See about VTEC. I don't know if the VTEC is working.
I thought you set out when you took it for the test drive on 23. It was working.
I know it's not as raw and visceral as like the K motor, like the RSX, but I don't think I really felt the difference.
The only thing that could stop it from working right now,
Yeah.
would be the oil pump. Because it's wired better.
Huh.
And we have, even when it's warm, you still have like 40 pounds of oil pressure.
Yeah.
At idle.
Yeah. Yeah. Under load it was like 50, 55. Shout out to Max Verstappen and Team Red Bull, and the man Christian Horner. I hope Nick was watching that.
Let's go Ferrari.
You know what's interesting? When we root for an F1 team, you'll most likely never get to experience the team you root for. Me, on the other hand,
Yeah.
my team is delicious.
Good for you. When we get home, I'm going to rent the Ferrari for a week. Just for me and Nick. You can't get in it.
Touche.
And then I'll experience my F1 team.
There you go. That'll show me.
There you go.
That would actually be awesome.
I'll have Nick come down to your house with it and burnouts. Just big burnouts.
I hope so. Well, it looks like Andretti's gonna get the go-ahead.
That's good. Mercedes dominated for what, 8 years? 7, 8 years? And now they're all in flux. They're gonna change all their drivers and everything.
They just can't catch up. I feel like, from the very little I know about F1, I've only been watching for a year or so, it looks like the no cost cap, they just outspent everybody. And now that there's like a cost cap, they have to be, I guess, more efficient with their spending and research and development. And though they were pounding Red Bull for a while, and Mercedes and Red Bull went back and forth, Red Bull's just been on it. Obviously, I root for them, so it sounds a little biased, but it can't really be biased when you look at like pitch strategy and the overall
well, when you
planning.
When you know your team is behind, you take chances with your pitch strategy.
Well, even besides strategy, look at like their pit stops. Red Bull's always in like the 2-second range, sub 2 seconds on occasion. Ferrari, their strategy's awful. They don't always hit good stops. Mercedes haven't had the best stops, aside from drivers. And I think it's just been a more matter of they missed on the car. I don't know how I feel about Ford partnering with Red Bull. Well, I know how I feel about it. I don't want to get don't like it one bit.
No. Nothing you can do about it.
Get ready to root for GM.
Unless you want to root for a Ferrari. Or, even better, Haas.
Well, if Andretti shows up, it'll be Andretti GM.
Cadillac's going to be making their engines.
Yeah. Or at least overseeing, helping.
Chunk of apple was stuck in my teeth.
Yeah. You don't have those floss picks?
I have them. It's packed away.
Wow.
Look at this stick. Now where are you going to go? Now you're going to sit there unless you hit the brakes and fall behind me.
And Justin, if you're still watching, how am I not going to represent? I don't have Doritos on here. Never mind.
He's talking back to you. I think he just gave you the finger.
He's criticizing my choice for breakfast. Anyone in our line of work, which is DPW, would know Doritos on a Red Bull goes a long way in the morning. Or desktop. I think there's probably like a minute delay.
Justin, I'm not sure I've run enough Red Bulls. I only got like 18 of them.
Who's Justin root for again? I can't think of who he root for. I think Ferrari. It's not Ferrari. Yo, Just, who do you root for again? I can't remember. It's definitely not McLaren. It's not Aston. And I don't think it's Mercedes. Andrew's Mercedes.
Really?
Yeah, he likes Mercedes. Greg Lack is a McLaren fan. We almost have, I shouldn't say all, but we have a bunch of them covered by my friends.
Here comes my Land Rover. On this side.
Oh, that's McLaren.
Is it?
Oh, nice. You don't see those very often.
Should be on the back of the trailer.
Actually, I see those more often than the NSX we saw before. The Honda.
Wow. First time in a while we've gotten into like 10th gear.
It's cruising.
Yeah, it's just chugging away.
I haven't been drinking Red Bulls or soda lately.
Oh, so I'm bad.
No.
Bad influence.
No, this weekend was mandatory. But after
Well,
this weekend,
I saw them in BJ's. They had the bigger cans, same amount, 24 cans, but they were like, I don't know, maybe they were 12-ounce cans.
Mhm.
It was like $50 for them.
Sick.
And then I saw these, a little smaller, and it was $40 for these. So I said,
Well, thank you for picking them up.
oh, I even said to Lisa, I said, if they don't drink them this weekend,
If anything, drink them or work on our cars.
notice went up. I'm done working on bus.
I got you.
After that freaking,
Start working on trucks.
after that
I know. I was telling everybody in the chat. The rear bolts, lower control arm bolts.
unbelievable.
That's the worst experience I've ever had. It couldn't come out.
Well, got a brand new jack for my birthday. We didn't use it as a jack. We used the handle as leverage to pry bar to break the bolts. And
Yeah.
it didn't break the bolts, it broke 2 sockets. And one of them was an impact
You
socket.
see, that's what I needed to have filmed. That'd been a great video.
Would have been, but you didn't film it.
I was trying to get everything done so fast.
I know.
That was a business trip.
Well,
I was like, let's just get this thing ready to go. We got hours left before the race.
So underneath the little scoop that I made to keep your GoPro cool.
Oh, by the way, he roots for drivers, not teams. He likes Albon.
Oh.
It was Williams.
Williams used to
And
be...
Alonso and Sainz, so...
Williams used to be like the strongest team in F1.
Apparently.
They had the white, they called them the Marlboro cars. They were sponsored by Marlboro. They were white with the orange Marlboro on it.
Oh, I think that was McLaren.
Was it?
Williams was strong. I think they were like the blue one.
The blue one. That's
Yeah,
right.
blue.
McLaren had the Marlboros. I used to watch it when nothing else was on.
Yeah. How'd you get into NASCAR?
I always liked racing.
Yeah.
The first time they put the Daytona 500 on for the whole race, they used to put it on like, oh, we're going to cut to the Daytona 500, and then you'd watch like a commercial's worth of a football game, and then they'd go back to the football game. So the first time they put it on, there was a big snowstorm up north. The whole race was on. I watched it, thought it was the greatest, and that's every race put on after.
Roundabout. That was when Dale wasn't like the Wrangler car?
He wasn't, I don't think he was even in it.
Oh, wow.
That was the one where Cale Yarbo had the fight with Donnie Allison
Oh, no
and
way.
Bobby Allison.
Sick.
I watched that live. Oh, yeah. Where
Yeah,
we
that was
going
like
from here.
late 70s.
I got to
left
get to the
lanes.
left lane.
Left 3 lanes.
Oh, yeah.
It had to be late 70s.
I think it was. No, it was the early 70s.
Was it?
I'm going the right way here.
Yep.
And I'm going to 95 North. Okay. I still have a hard time understanding this stuff.
Waze doesn't zoom in as good as a few of the others, but up in this top left, it'll tell you basically which lanes to go, and that's why I just look at those. When you didn't have anybody to root for before Dale?
I did. Bobby Allison drove, and it was probably in the, I would say the early 70s, 72, 73, because Bobby Allison drove a Coca-Cola Monte Carlo. It was like a 73 or a 74, and he was the dominant guy, and I rooted for him. And he changed teams, and I stopped rooting for him. And I just like to watch. I started to root for Darrell Waltrip until Dale was there, and Dale and Darrell were almost the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the debate.
Dale started out in a Wrangler car, number 2, a Ford.
Ford, yeah. That wasn't Richard Childress, though? So Wrangler came with him when he went to RCR?
Yes. Richard Childress used to race. He used to be a driver. He had his own team and everything, and he drove.
Isn't that how it happened with Hendricks?
No. Hendricks started, and his first driver was Jeff Bodine. And where Hendricks was smart, when Al came there and said, "We want to make this movie," Hendricks said, "Oh, we'll build the cars for you." Because NASCAR said, you can make the movie. If you're going to be out on the track, you have to have cars that pass inspection. And there was no rules on how many you could have. The only rule no more than 42 cars in the field.
Right.
So you had to qualify to get in the field. And what they found out was Hendrix was gaining so much knowledge with all of these extra cars and the extra weight with the cameras and everything else that, holy shit, you got to have 2, 3, 4 cars to get the knowledge.
Interesting. A little extra research and development.
Oh, yeah. And they did a lot of the, I mean, they were in the races, but they only had the cameras in the car during the races, or, you know, the little ones mounted. But then when they needed other scenes, they had the big cameras with the, like, the stuff welded to the front of the car
Yeah,
on tracks when nobody was around.
Some of those are really big. The whole windshield is out on the one. I remember you used to watch some Indy or kart, right?
Indy,
Uncle,
yeah.
Uncle Bill?
Uncle Billy. I worked them. I
You
worked. And I still have the posters, which probably worth some money.
You worked on the Indy cars?
Yeah, I was tech inspector when they were down in the Meadowlands.
Sick.
And I'll never forget, I was working in the machine shop and I took off to go to the Meadowlands Thursday and Friday, and then there were practice or qualifying Saturday, and then the race was Sunday. We go down there on Thursday, they set everything up, and they broke, the side pods couldn't deflect no more than 1/10 of an inch. So they had indicators that checked it. They broke the 2 indicators they had, and they were trying to figure out where to go buy them. And I went back to the shop where I worked, and I took my 2 and I brought them there.
Wow.
I worked the 2 or 3 races that were in the Meadowlands. And the 3rd year, I worked Poconos. I went to Poconos with your mom.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
I think I vaguely remember you telling me about that, but I didn't really understand that until just now. You were actually like a tech inspector.
Mom's friend that passed away, Debbie.
Yeah.
Nice girl, nice lady. The one time that I worked the Meadowlands race, her birthday was around that time. And I had almost every driver sign the program. And Danny Sullivan signed the front page. And I gave it to Debbie
Sick.
as a birthday gift.
That's awesome. That'd be a cool piece of memorabilia right now.
Ari Lyondike won it that year.
Where did they race in the Meadowlands? Just around the stadium?
No. The Byrne Arena, then there was 2 bridges that crossed over to the stadium.
Yeah.
And the drivers complained because some of the course, like going to those bridges, were off camber. Like you're making a right-hand turn, but the road was tilted the other way.
Yeah.
Stamping the tires they qualified with, so I was out. I had 4 pits. Easy go 4 pits. When they come in to change tires, you need to stamp them.
How many tire changes? How many pit stops?
Well, no, that was just for qualifying. They were only allowed to change the tires once for qualifying. And then it was like, okay, they sat in the trailer and they tested the pop-off valves, so you couldn't get too much boost. And Court did that. Tested it, everything's good. Take this to number whoever. They gave you a little slip of paper, and they gave you a press, a hand press, and they would put it on the car, bolt it on, and the last bolt had a hole in it. And the last 2 bolts had a hole in it. They put a wire through it, you know, turned it a couple of times, and they put this lead seal on it, and I'd have to press the lead seal with a stamp on it. So yeah, they would check that at the end of the race to know you didn't take the pop-off valve off and fuck with it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the second year, AJ Foyt was still running. So was Mario Andretti. Foyt was on the downside. And I remember them saying to the guy in front of me, this one's for AJ Foyt. And then somebody, one of Uncle Billy's bosses came out of the, bring that one back here. A little bit extra.
Stay to the left.
That's what happens when I get talking. Runs in a family. And straight.
Yep. Stay this
What?
lane. No.
This lane. Green light.
Now we're gonna get to all the way to the right up here. They only ran 3 years in the Meadowlands.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good track.
Track sucked, and they didn't get
Oh.
the people that they anticipated. You know, like the night before the race, they put all the cars in the Meadowlands, and I'm not the Meadowlands, in the Burn Arena,
Yeah.
and then you had to pay to come in to go walk around and look at the cars, but you couldn't get close to the cars, so nobody wanted to do it.
I mean, I understand I get close to them. I mean, how close are we talking though?
They had, you know, like the ropes that control traffic lines in a bank.
Yeah.
They had those set up. You were probably 15 feet away from the car,
Yeah, that's actually reasonable. They don't want to get too close.
I guess.
Stay in this lane.
Yeah, honestly.
You didn't follow cart after that? Or you still followed it?
Oh, I followed it. I just, you know, I didn't go. It cost your mom and I more money than we had at the time to go to Poconos.
They didn't pay you?
No, everything was voluntary. You had to volunteer, and that's how you did it. Uncle Billy got paid because that was his job.
What's the reason, like, what would they have? What's the advantage for you to volunteer to your time and
Just to get there.
just to experience?
Yeah. I mean, I did tech inspection on every car in the Meadowlands. And each year it was something different. You know, some years it was the deflection of the side pods. Some years it was the angle of the rear wing. Some years it was on the scales. I was in Al Senior's pit. And that was the same year he had won the Indianapolis 500.
Sick. Al Unser. I actually had a couple of his, like, Hot Wheels cars, Matchbox cars.
So Mr. Miles likes those little cars, huh?
He loves them. First got him. When we first got him down to the house, I first got him out of the box. He loves the truck, like the trailer, and putting the cars in there. He really likes it. But yeah, he's starting
Take
to
him
kind
up
of
to
get the
Island
cars.
Dragway this week. Okay.
No, we can't go up this summer. Oh, there's some traffic here.
Island Dragway's having a big truck event this weekend.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't be around this weekend.
Yes, we will. We're around New Hampshire. Doesn't tell us that there's a fucking accident.
It's up here, yeah, a little bit.
You watching the live stream?
No, I'm talking to Andrew.
Oh, you're talking to Andrew.
Oh, actually, we're not that far apart. He's actually just in front of us.
Okay. Tell him to push everybody out of the way. Last night was the Knicks' first game opening the season. So Dan Lorenzo.
I just texted Dan. Put me your phone.
All right,
I sent him the stream. I'm hoping he's watching it.
well, he just replied back.
I get it. What do you say?
I guess if being a policeman wasn't dangerous enough, you got to do this.
Yeah, just it's like every other video I make, as a matter of fact. Said nobody's watching but him.
I put the
At this point, it's for posterity reasons.
I put the pins in all the seat belts. That's all done correctly. I taped up the positive battery connection. They could only ask me to tape up the other battery connections for the kill switch, but I don't think you need to. You just hit the kill switch and those are dead. And the kill switches have seemed to be working properly lately after I put that piece in.
Good.
And just to be on the safe side, I made another piece because I only did one kill switch. I didn't do the second one because it seemed to be working fine. But if it stopped giving us a problem, I have the piece to fix it.
Okay.
Which way left?
Left to stay, yeah.
That's breakfast. I wonder what gas is in there.
Mobile.
No, I'm how much?
Oh, I mean, we'll call you.
Yeah, because you're doing so much with it. Do more with my phone.
No, yeah. I'm just texting.
John Rubio.
Yeah.
How's Frankie doing with 86th and Vine or whatever it's called?
Hold on. Get back. Oh, uniform policy, good. He's doing good. As far as I know, it's been pretty successful. Actually, I still have to go write another review. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be a pretty poppin' spot. Pretty busy.
I wouldn't have imagined that.
He's got a few people helping him. I think I mean, I hope it's not too much, like too overwhelming. But it's owning your own business. I'm sure there's
I'm sure
infinitely more
there's a lot
stress than just
that you don't see. A lot
Yeah.
behind the scene that you don't
Yeah.
see, you know.
worrying about stuff getting to you on time and everything. 86th and Vine. I'm trying to throw the sticker up 86th and Vine wherever I can.
You got one on the car.
Yeah, one on the car. For the go-kart race,
You need
86th and
lemons.
Vine is going to be like the driver of the race, sponsored by 86th and Vine.
You need some lemon stickers on the little hump that we got behind us. There we go. Ah, that's not an
RST.
RST. Rally Sport truck.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Baez is probably about 5 or 6 miles in front of us, but we're on the same route now.
Yeah, well, he's probably going a lot faster than we are. We could pull over and take a nap and we wouldn't catch up to him.
He shared his location. It says he's 11 minutes in front of us. Greenwich Business District.
He sort of loved this ride. All the foliage, all the leaves are changed. Although she would have been dying with the car trailer behind us. That's the only reason why she didn't come. I said, if you want, I'll ask Richie and Drew to tow the truck up. And you. No. This is like the fourth testicle that passed us already.
No, it's Tesla. schedule for next year.
I know. I told Lisa, I said, if this thing is still running, we didn't blow it up, we're probably going to make the 3 races this next year. New Jersey, Connecticut, and New Hampshire. I don't know if that's what we're going to do, but...
Yeah, that's a solid plan. I think it looks like Drew will probably not be able to go to New Jersey again.
Oh, okay.
He has him and his family go to like a big country music festival in like Tennessee or something. And
that's nice.
it's the same weekend again. So I think he's already got his tickets. It doesn't look like he'll be at that New Jersey. New Jersey looks so awesome. That track is so awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's just big and beautiful and clean.
Yeah. I was thinking about buying. We'll do that.
Yeah.
The best thing is to do some camping on site.
Yeah.
I said I know the place in Jersey had very big bathrooms and showers.
Yeah.
And I said that's why I bought the camping stove. We could always use
You saw how Jersey at least was set up with the whole paddock. I mean, that was very comfortable for us to be able to set up a campsite. Good bathrooms, very close.
You remember the tent I had in the backyard for Nick's?
Yeah.
I still have that.
Sick.
I mean, not only could we camp in that fucking thing,
That's a big tent.
we could park the car in it.
Yeah, that's a big tent.
Okay. Let's go, people. 55, not 30.
Off season, there's definitely some things to plan out. Camping setup is definitely one of them. The radios is high priority. I was talking to the one guy, Hablitz.
I like what you thought about with the phones.
Some teams just use cell phones for when we go into the pits or the paddock, and like we're off track and like Andrew's racing. Sometimes I'm going to want to record footage, and I might be using my phone or whatever.
I know, but I have a phone.
No, yeah. Is it?
Oh, that's
like,
the guy, the last guy on all the videos.
Greg Black. Yeah. Greg.
He's a nice guy. I wish Justin was coming.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, he had the experience.
Yeah, I think he was even thinking about it within the last like week or so.
Good.
See where he's at.
I don't know. Retirement's not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh, he'll probably do something else. Just he'll be done with the DPW.
I get it.
He just texted too. We might consider looking into like a Pittsburgh or something. One of the other, not terribly far events.
Well, my winter project
the trailer.
is the travel.
Rawlings pop up.
I know this is a young man's sport, and I'm far from that.
You're not that old.
Yeah.
You're still kicking. You're still moving
I'm still
around.
kicking,
You're
yes.
good.
But what I'd like to do is change my position and just be the mechanic on this car. And right now, Nick fits in my suit, my helmet, everything. I got to teach him how to drive stick, and then he could be part of the team, and whatever it costs, him and I will pick up the cost.
Yeah, we can
He
definitely.
can pick up the cost, or I
We
can
could
pick up-
definitely be able to be.
And then this
the
way,
racer.
he's a younger guy. You guys could have a younger team, and all I have to do is fix what you break.
Well, ideally, we're still
Like,
obviously we're still gonna be working on
I brought an extra set of brake pads, front and rear. I brought 6 quarts of oil and a new oil filter. So, like, make it through Saturday, hooray. I'm changing whatever I have to change.
Yeah. I'll be under the car changing it as well.
Yeah.
We'll jack it up, change the oil. I'll probably end up, when we get back to the house, at some point, I think I'm going to change the oil again before I park for the winter. I don't know if I
You
want
don't
to park
have to do that. That's not right.
Park it with used oil for that.
But what we do have to do is when we get home, take the water out and put antifreeze back in it.
Yeah. Where's my 95? There it is. Okay.
Lisa made enough stuffed shells. I think there's a dozen of them. I don't know how many you eat, how many Drew's going to eat them. I know I'm not going to be able to eat much more than 2. So if there's leftovers, you can have Ethan and, what's the other man's name?
John.
John?
Yeah.
Maybe they can have some with us.
Yeah.
But there's only 3 meatballs in them. Basically, Lisa said these are for Rich. Some cold cuts, but I have like this house for a while.
North Carolina?
Yep, North Carolina. And then from there they went down to see Chris in Florida, and I spoke to them while they went in Florida, and I even spoke to Chris. And they were going to come back, stay by. Oh, they live in a town named Selma, and they want to stay back, go back, and
That's a nice little trip. This is actually a nice little trip. This little cozy highway, the fall foliage.
full foliage.
This little end of October action. It's actually probably couldn't ask for better weather. This makes the last 3.5 weeks of rain kind of worth it. Yeah.
I hope it doesn't. Right lane closed, did it say? Right lane closed.
Maybe. There.
We have a good distance to the cars behind us. I sent the video of Miles running around the quiet house to me and Kathy.
Awesome. He's been, we call it leveling up.